And we have some breaking news coming to you right now. We're heading to Delta States, where a Delta community is protesting delineation of political wards by the Independent National Electoral Commission. Now, some members of the Itsekiri ethnic group in Delta States, which is in South Nigeria, earlier today staged a peaceful protest over the recent INEC delineation of political wards in Warri federal constituency. The protest took place at the Shell Flow Station, Ogidigben, in Warri Southwest local government area of Delta States. Now, correspondent Austin Azu is in the community. We'll be having updates for you, but let's go to what we have seen happen in just the past hour or two. And as I mentioned, News Central's correspondent Austin Azu is on standby now to give us updates of this situation and even give us a deeper background into what is happening right now. Austin, good afternoon. How are you at this time?
I'm fine. Good afternoon. Currently, we are at the Shell Flow Station, Ogidigbe, Warri Southwest local government area of Delta State, and the protesters have, have been here since morning, and they have been complaining about what they call injustice over ward delineation in Warri Federal constituency. You can see the banners they are carrying, and of course, we have some of the stakeholders and some of the youth who have been here since morning, and some of them said they have been here since yesterday to protest about this justice meted on them. We have Victor Laju. He's the National Vice Chairman of Borodo Community. All right, Victor, please bring us to speed. Step forward a little. Bring us to speed. Tell us what's happening here.
Yes, we are here to stop the injustice, the invasion of our community, the invasion of our kingdom, the invasion of our territory by INEC, by way of their delineation. We are saying to the whole world that this is not correct. We are saying that to the whole world that INEC should be called to order. We don't know how they get this arithmetic. We don't know how they arrive at this proposal they are bringing, and we condemn and we reject in totality. Thank you.
How long are you likely going to stay here? Because it seems you arrived here quite early. So how long will you be staying here?
Yeah, we'll stay here till we get a positive answer. We'll stay here till we get a positive answer from the federal government, from every appropriate authority that should weigh into this issue. If we are not being given a due attention, we'll extend our protest. We have extended our protest to every of our environment where Itsekiri is occupied, where your facility is occupied.
Okay. Thank you very much. We have a man here to talk to us more about what's happening here. You are a mother, so did you join them or you just came in?
I just came in as a woman leader of the community. This injustice, we will not agree with it because we want federal government to do something about it, because this is not fair. You cannot take our thing to other person. So we are pleading to federal government with the Itsekiri. We are pleading with it. Well, this land belongs to us. This is our land. So nobody else can take our land from us. So we are pleading with the federal government to do something about it here.
Okay, before now, how many political wards do you have in Warri Federal constituency that outrightly belongs to the Itsekiri? And how many was allocated to Itsekiri? And how many was taken away from Itsekiri?
The ward we have in Itsekiri is 6 wards. Formerly, we have 6 wards. But now the ward they give to us is just 5.
So how will this affect your political penetration in the Warri Federal constituency?
Very much. It will affect it very bad. Because the word we have, we are even saying the word is not enough. We are even say the word is not enough. So for them to take from the word is not fair.
All right, we have Roland here. Roland, please bring us to speed how this affects your political penetration in Itsekiri Nation in the federal constituency.
My name is Roland Okoro-Dudun. I'm the National Organizing Secretary of Uborodo Community. Really, what is really happening now is something that is so sad to us, the Itsekiri, not just being only the Uborodo. It's a painful thing to. Suddenly we just wake up one day and we hear this kind of announcement from INEC. It's just like when they are trying to put us in the Itsekiri in a very tight corner. So we are not really happy with it. We are not happy with it, and then we decide to say this is what we have. It's only this place we have. And people have been saying we the Itsekiri, we don't even know, we don't even have our stand. So it's time for us to take our stand, because this is an oppression that they are oppressing us the full entire Itsekiri, and it's time for us to come out to make the federal government to know that it's time for them to come and look into this issue so that they can resolve it. We is the Itsekiri, we are not a violent people. We are not a people. Even from the time go when we have some little crisis between we and our neighbors community, we protect the whole of the federal government, the federal government property here, because we are not a violent people. But they are pushing us. They are taking us to another level. So we are calling on federal government to come and find solution and look for a solution for this issue that is on ground. And that is why we are here protesting since yesterday in this hour. I am the National Organizing Secretary. I will not be happy. And even all my brothers in the community in the Itsekiri, they will not be happy with what is happening, because they are putting us in a very tight corner.
Austin, can you hear me?
Of course, let me find out from you. Why did you choose to protest here at the Sheffield station instead of taking your grievances to the National Assembly or to the State House of Assembly or to INEC office in Abuja?
Because I feel to us, this is only where we have. And they are telling us that we don't even have in this place. This is where we at least we know what is coming out from this place. We have a lot of things that this place is producing to the federal government. This place produces from here to Sagara to Otumara. We produce, and we're not going to end this protest here. When we take this protest to the Otumara, we take to Sagara, we are taking to Share, to even Chevron Yard, because this protest will not end here. Why we are here doing this protest is because of our people say when a lazy man don't have anything to fight, it's what you have in hand you use to fight. This is only where we can hold to call the federal government, the attention of the federal government to listen to us, and that is why we are here doing this protest.
Just stay by. Okay. All right. Back to you, Tolitope, please. If you can hear me.
Yes, I can, Austin. So this last speaker did mention about taking the protest to Shell or owning the space where they're at, but the weekend apparently was a little bit rowdy, or let's even be honest, quite violent. It was reported that at least one person was shot and houses were razed in Warri, as apparently the decision did not go down well. So very quickly before we get to that decision, what is the security situation like? We did see some, I believe, some military personnel in the video you showed. What is the security situation like leading up to where you are now?
We have the presence of the military. They are actually on ground here, so you can see them protecting the entrance of the flow station, and just the security personnel we can see on the ground here, and they are well armed, and I think they are being civil to the protesters about how to go about their protest, and nobody should vandalize or destroy government property. So it means that they are coordinating themselves in this kind of protest, unlike what we have in other places where protest is being taken place, where the protesters are being tear gassed or being forcefully being beaten by security agencies.
So can you tell us if there were any effects, or if the activities at the Shell flow station were in any way affected by the protest or the protesters? As you said, some of them have been there since last night. They're there now. Have the activities of the Shell flow station been affected in any way?
I've been able to, halt the operations here. So it means that work is not going on at the moment because of their presence. But security personnel have taken over this facility. So it means that workers who are supposed to be at work, probably they might have stopped work so that nobody will, have any confrontation with them. So all things going on well. You can take a walk with me and see how this place is looking like. So you can see that we have some of them here playing their drums here. So it means that they are fully prepared and ready. They are beating their drums, singing solidarity song, and they are quite happy that they are, stationing here. All right, take a walk with me. You will equally see a cow that is tied down somewhere here. There's a cow, one dark cow tied somewhere down there. So this particular cow, it means that it could be used for either pepper soup tonight or subsequent time, because they promise that they will stay here till when their voices will be heard by the federal government.
All right, Austin, so let's go back. For many people, they might just be hearing of this situation for the first time. So what we do know is that there was a Supreme Court ruling delivered on the 2nd of December 2022, which mandated INEC to carry out the delineation of wards and polling units in 3 local government areas of the federal constituency. There is a conversation that seems to be happening between the Ijos, the Itsekiris, and the Irobo. So can you really explain what this delineation means? We heard the woman leader who says that they've gone from 6 wards to 5 wards. So really get to the heart of what this delineation means.
Yes, the INEC delineation simply means just like when you have population explosion or population increase in a particular location. So INEC decides to create more wards to accommodate some, some political representation in the local governments, in the wards, in the states. So this INEC delineation was carried out. So they had a Supreme Court ruling towards that, but I don't really know why the protest is taking place now, but however, they have protested long before now, and before the INEC came out with present, resolution of the Supreme Court.
It's quite interesting you say that, because this weekend there seemed to have been some kind of stakeholders engagement. The chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, who was represented there, said that this had been the 5th engagement meeting that held this weekend since the Supreme Court's ruling. And of course, he said that he was represented by INEC's National Commissioner supervising Cross River, Delta, and Edo State, and said that the presence of the stakeholders demonstrated their commitment to democratic principles and their belief in INEC as an unbiased body. But now we're seeing a protest against this very delineation. So were enough people carried along, were enough stakeholders and representatives of the communities carried along on this? If we have a Supreme Court ruling from December 2022, we are in April 2025, there's been a stakeholders engagement, at least 5 according to INEC, but yet we are still seeing protests.
Of course, let me bring someone on stage to answer that question. Okay, let me go back to the Roland, please. 1 minute, please. Okay. This issue has been long for a very long time. Supreme Court has given judgments on this delineation of wards, and stakeholders were invited for the meeting, and we believe that the Itsekiri nation were fully represented. How come you are protesting now? Why didn't you protest then?
Because in the judgment, we took a plea. We took a plea on that. I'm waiting for us to forward our issue. The next thing we heard, that is just the announcement concerning the announcement on this increasing some of those other side of our other side of the neighboring communities side, adding to their own word, why they are bringing our own down. Our anger is this: why this? Even if you want to do anything, we will, at least they should follow the right process to do it, and do it fair.
Let me interject. What do you mean by right process? Did INEC not follow the right process?
INEC did not follow the right process. That is where we are. INEC did not follow the right process because of the belief that there's a tribe, our neighboring people give them.
government facilities such as this?
No.
All belong to us.
No. The whole of this area in this Warri Southwest, this is called Warri Southwest.
Yes.
And this place is Uborodo land. So generally in this Uborodo land, this place we are producing almost this place produces almost about 12,000 barrels every blessed day. We have a place in Otumara called the Otumara flotation. That one is producing almost about and let's see, because they are saying that the whole of this place belongs to them, and even where they are saying it belongs to us. We are not a violent people. We are a very peaceful, lovely, peaceful people. So, and that is why we don't want anything like that. If you go around, you see that we are not causing anything violent in this place. We are just doing a peaceful protest, and we are here still doing it. But even when we leave, we will still go to the chamber to do the same peaceful protest because we want to get the federal government attention. And if federal government is not going to give us that attention, it means it shows that they are ready to push us or take us to another level. That is just where we are today.
All right, Telu, back to you in Lagos.
All right, Austin Azu, thank you so much for touching base with us in this regard. I know you'll be there throughout the next few hours to bring us up to date with everything that's happened. Thank you so much. And news happening now coming to you from Delta State. I would like to remind you that over the weekend, it was reported that one person was dead and dozens of houses razed in Warri after the delineation of constituencies by INEC. Now, this comes after a December 2022 judgment of the Supreme Court, which was delivered on the 2nd of December 2022, mandating the independent National Electoral Commission to carry out the delineation of wards and polling units in 3 local government areas of the federal constituency. Now, the Professor Yakubu, who is, of course, the chairman of INEC and was represented by INEC's national commissioner, had mentioned, of course, the number of stakeholder engagements that have been held in regards to this situation. There was an engagement on July 8th, 2024 in Warri Federal Constituency, and they believe that INEC believed that it had concluded all discussions with stakeholders and promised to commence the field work of the wards in the constituency. And the commission carried out the exercise between the 10th and 27th of July 2024. INEC says that the entire people of Warri Federal Constituency played their role as citizens, but it seems that is not exactly the sentiment of those who are now demonstrating outside of a Shell flow station. We will, of course, remember, let's get you back the details as to what's going on right now outside of that Shell flow station in Delta State, the details of which, of course, having the community protest the delineation of political wards by INEC. It's members of the Itsekiri ethnic group in Delta State, which is in South Nigeria, had started a protest or a peaceful demonstration earlier today over the recent delineation of political wards in Warri Federal Constituency. As Austin Azu, our correspondent there, said, some of them have been there since yesterday. Others are there now. He even pointed out a cow, which might be used as some form of sustenance to keep the demonstration going. But they're saying they're going to stay there till they get some kind of response from the federal government. We'll continue to keep you updated on this situation as it develops. This is News Central. I'm Tolu Lope at Delineation.